Welcome back. So we're here in the missile challenge. This is basically to see which country has the best shore system. Today it's the Russians' turn. We're using a S-17 Tunguska. No, we're not. This is a model store, so it's a tall M2. And we have three SA-13s. No, we don't. These are probably going to be quite effective, actually, because they're basically just the stand-ins for the system there, but just double check the effective range on these. No, doesn't actually say. It's fun. Yeah, it'll hit things over the ships, which is fine by me. Oh, hello. And I am blind. So yeah, we are going to be able to hit things, deal with things, shoot things down. So what we'll do, we'll start with our Sharheads, and we're going to throw an opening volley of 20 rounds. Sharhead. So the Sharhead 136, named for the fact that it flies at 136 knots, is an Iranian one-way drone. This bad boy right here. So they fire 20 rounds, and you can see it picks up to quite high speed. It zooms up to altitude and it slows off quite nicely. Gets rocket boosted up to sort of a very high subsonic, and then moves along. Anyway, it's still its climb to height, which is why it's going so fast. That's the Sharhead. Like I say, the trucks are now stowing themselves. This is our opening volley. We'll also set everyone here to red alert fire. And red alert, alert, alert. So basically, everyone, when you've got a red alert fire, you can see the launchers tilt up to the operational position on here. So you've got 4 lanes there, and down here you've got the radar whizzing range. You've got your 8 missiles and your guns, and then on the tour, same traffic. So a quick little look at what this is like to drive. So we've got I actually think it'd be quite fun to sit in this position. This is, yes. This is a machine gun. So the machine gun has tracers, but it's not going to achieve anything even against a Sharhead. But we're looking vaguely the right direction. In fact, I want to go probably closer to north. Oh, it's just a SACLOS launcher. That's fascinating. So what a SACLOS launcher is, I thought these were IR. So a SACLOS is basically, I will shoot the round and have to guide it into the aircraft, or the incoming round. So, stand by. We'll fast forward time a bit, get them a bit closer in. To be honest, the tour is probably going to do the most damage here. But I'd quite like to catch at least one round myself. Okay, so we've got incoming. Present bar from my position of 035 for 8 point. So it's exactly the direction I'm looking in. And every single bit of dirt on my screen looks like it's a missile. So they are small targets. They are still just too far away for us to fight them. And there you go. The Tor is now engaging. So the Tor fires these little missiles, slightly shorter range, slightly smaller missiles than the previous ones, but basically just the modernisation argument of should be able to see the explosions from here, right? Can't see them for the trees. That's frustrating. See, these guys are in full, like, you can shoot whatever you want mode, and they're just not. I'll just show you how the rounds work, I guess. No, I can't fire apparently. Interesting. This was with 10 rounds. So 20 rounds, sorry. And shock. Oh, one left. What we'll do for pure unadulterated crack, yeah, the gauntlet's running out of rounds. We'll just see if I can actually nail it myself, because I'd quite. So. Oh. Oh, it's been shut down. Well, there you go. We'll try that again, and we'll do 40 rounds this time. Yep, so literally I reload the mission every time because, actually no, we'll do the full amount. Fuck yeah, let's go. Short little videos today. Let's just rain hell. And in fact, what I'll do, we'll order these guys to better visual points. So, oh, right, and we'll launch all our rounds because they're going to take a while to get here. So I believe it was, I can't remember how many rounds of Shroud it was that we had, but we'll launch. So it's 5 a truck, 4 in a group. We'll just do. I believe that was the ordering I went for. Yeah, near enough. It's got 60 rounds of Shroud available. No pause. And last group. Right, all of your rounds at the tour because I don't like tours. To be honest, those last rounds are definitely getting through, so we're destroying the tour now. But yes, there we go. These guys will just put you to Red Alert. Red Alert. So there's actually going to be leakage here because we've not got enough rounds to get through, right? Traveling along the road here in convoy, pretty much. Not very good, like, centre line on the road, but oh. I was worried they'd crash, but apparently no. So I'm going to take control of this truck. In fact, no, what I'll do is set path and we'll just go to the seafront. Set path. So reposition them to give them line of sight, which we now do. And I'll take charge of this lead truck. Because I'm quite curious to see how this would work. Would be the enter command, one presumes at least. Right. Of course, the rest of my group, red alert, fire status, please. We got incoming rounds. So this is, of course, the Marianas World War II map. I may skip the Russians after this, but just gonna. I see them. That's terrifying sight, that isn't it? Just a sky of black dots. That is insane. What we're doing, we'll give up control. We're basically saying we'll take control of one of the Shahhead tracks. And then this way, I can go poop, and then basically they'll all resume their own engagements, and then go back here and go F7. We can hopefully these guys actually engage. No, it's just reverted to I know nothing, I see nothing. In which case, oh, the guns are engaging. This is not good. Or do I just go to full? Okay, so I doubt we made that worse. Holy balls, guys. Right, I'm just going to come to everything with Charles. Because I think my problem is I'm trying to actually use a comparative site, and the Russians don't currently have one in game that works. So standby one. Before we play the SA11, no, that doesn't work. Right, I'm going to just put tools on everything and then let it go. Yeah, we use 2 modernised ones and 3 non-modernised tools. So the modernised tools are, I've got basically more smaller short-range rounds, but more accurate. Oh no, sorry, is it fewer rounds? I can't remember. Basically, they've got different round counts, but it makes sense. I think yeah, it's fewer missiles basically. Is the logic. So this is our last attack of the day before I just go, yeah, okay, it's done. So everyone to red alert fire status. So they've got, oh, they've all got about the same amount. Interesting. No. So these are bigger, longer range rounds. These are smaller, shorter range, but more agile rounds. Yes. So basically, the logic is you can do more with 16 worse rounds than you can do with 8 great. So 16 slightly technically worse rounds with better guidance systems than you can. Yeah. Right. 20 rounds. Engage. Now the thing with the tour, it's basically a tank with a SAM set on the roof. So they can actually, in theory, I could order them down to the seafront, and they should be able to shoot drive. Because that's what they were designed to be able to do during the Cold War, is basically drive in convoy with tanks, do exactly what tanks do terrain-wise, but just basically just provide air cover, not actually do tank battles. There we go. That is everyone firing. There we go. Right, they're all on the mic. So we'll do some fast forwarding of the time. Let them get a bit closer, and then we can watch the fireworks. So actually, once they get close, so we'll have a look at our tours. So this is the old tours. See, there's 8, so 4 rounds aside there in the roof, and then with this, wait for this one cover. We'll see what happens. But this is the tall, modernised version. And you can see its sort of tank credentials there. Obviously, the front end's a little bit different because it's not quite designed to have the same the same armor as a tank, I don't think. But it's basically just a SAM site that can drive on. Not much fast forward going on. Oh, there we go. So they fire really rapidly, these things. But you can see there's now 16 of the small lines in the roof where they're one site. So some missiles are good. To be honest, I would call that realistic, given the current Russian army performance in Ukraine. Or given what we've seen out of the Russian army in the last sort of 3 years of the Ukraine conflict, or war. The war in Ukraine. No, what's the difference between a war and a conflict? That's genuinely a good question. What's the conflict? Ukraine thinks it has a right to exist, Russia doesn't. We're going to get leakage soon. Now, apparently we're going to get leakage. So let's see how many rounds leak through. Whap. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe it was 12 that the Germans went through. 12, 13, that's like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20. So basically the Russians are bottom of the pile using just a wall of towers. Now in theory, the Russian defence is more potent than what I gave the Germans. And then let 12 rounds through, or 40, or 60, sorry. Now, I know what you're saying, using S300? No. The Germans have what would be a Chevrolet system. Now, the sort of equivalent, I guess, for the Russians is the SA-11, another one. However, that is not currently functional. So the SA-11 went even more through. So this is the best performance I can give, staying within vaguely the right guidelines. Because the Tunguska, I suppose I could just stick to Shilkers on, but I'll probably do worse. So yeah, I am confident I've represented that as fairly as I can. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time when we'll go to the Americans and the next times. See you soon. Bye.